right, last time we went through 6 things that happens with a piece of real estate. Somebody builds it, somebody runs it, somebody eventually knocks it down, somebody holds on to it and make money, and then the government regulates it, and then somebody else sells it. And today we're talking about the people that are involved, because every one of those has a whole list of jobs attached to it. And when you first see the list, it looks like 40 random job titles that you're supposed to memorize. It's not. There's a pattern in there, and once you see the pattern, it makes it a lot simpler. Let's talk about the wording first. When these 6 show up as a list of jobs, the names get shortened. Creation and improvement just becomes creating. Management and maintenance becomes managing and maintaining. Demo becomes destroying. Investment ownership becomes holding. The last one catches people up. Holding, if you see holding, they're talking about investment ownership. Somebody owning a property to make money off of it. Okay, so let's get started. Creating. Creating has 17 jobs under it. 17. That's more than almost any of the other categories put together. So don't sit there and try to memorize all 17 things. Break it into 3 groups. Group 1, the people who physically make it happen. We're talking developers, market analysts, planners, architects, engineers, building contractors, space planners, and surveyors. Group 2, the money. Ooh, who doesn't like money? Mortgage brokers, lenders, and bankers, security companies as well. Group 3, the paperwork. Title and escrow companies, attorneys, insurance, appraisers, inspectors, and real estate agents, because someone's got to sell or lease these things once it's up. So quick one for the test. If a question asks, who's primarily focused on creating new properties, it's developers. Every time. Not the contractors, not the agents, developers. And here's why that list is so long. Think about what it actually takes to turn a piece of dirt into a building. You need money raised, you need a loan, you need someone to build it, and you need the city to say yes. That's 4 completely different problems. And every one of those has its own specialist. Now the short list. Managing and maintaining. Only 5 people. Property managers, asset managers, maintenance engineers, maintenance techs, and the corporate managers. Destroying category only has 2. You have the demo contractors and the excavators. That's it. That's the whole list. Which makes sense, right? Tearing something down just doesn't take as many kind of expertise as it does with putting it up. Holding category, you have 2. Your investors and your corporate managers. However, you're regulating, you have 4 people to consider. Assessors, public planners, zoning admin, and building inspectors. All government jobs. And they line up with the 3 ways the government touches real estate. Assessors handle the taxes. Zoning and planning handle what you're allowed to do with the land. And inspectors handle whether it's safe. Transferring. You have 8 people to consider. Agents and brokers, obviously you in the future. Appraisers, lenders, and bankers. Mortgage brokers, title and escrow, attorney, insurance agents, and surveyors. Another test one. Who's most concerned with finding buyers and sellers for clients? The answer, brokers and agents. Now, let's look at that transferring list again and think back to creating. Appraisers, attorneys, insurance, title companies, surveyors, mortgage brokers, lenders, agents. All 8 of them were already on the creating list. That's not a mistake. That's the whole point. Because building a property and selling a property, both in the same way, they end at the closing table. And a closing table always needs the same people. Somebody to say what it's worth, somebody to fund it, somebody to make sure the title's clean, somebody to insure it, somebody to tell you where the property line actually is, and somebody to write the contract. Learn those people one time, and you just learned 2 of the 6 categories. A couple other repeats worth knowing. Corporate managers show up under both managing and holding. And planners and inspectors show up under both creating and regulating. Because on the creating side, they can be private. On the regulating side, they're the government. All right, 3 questions. Question 1. Which category has the shortest list of jobs? Destroying. Who helps create new properties? Developers. And which 2 categories share almost the same people? Creating and transferring. Next time, we stop talking about the people and start talking about the property, how real estate gets classified, and the 2 systems everybody mixes up.